Onegaishimasu. Hi, welcome. Today is Friday, November 6th, and we're going to continue using our newest member to the dojo. We still haven't come up with a name for him, so if you got one, share it with us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on, and on Wednesday we looked at, koshi and, the body position we need to get into. Tonight, we're actually going to look into some of the large throws, the otoshi waza, some people call them just kokyunages, and kind of how you need to manipulate the body in order to do those big throws. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and get stretched. Head up and down, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, your shoulder, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, shoulders up and back, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, up and forward, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and cross, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, on diagonals, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Hand up, stretch to your left. Up. Left hand up, stretch to your right. Up. Right hand up, stretch to your left. Left hand up, stretch to your right. Okay, to the middle, behind, up, stretch back, forward, to the middle, behind, up, stretch back, forward, to the middle, behind, up, and back. Okay. Down to your right side. Left foot is flat, or squat if you make it all straight. Keep that right foot as flat as you can. Okay, switch over. Now down to your left side. Right foot as flat as possible. Same thing with your left foot. Okay, now up on that left heel. Okay, switch it over. Now onto that right heel. All right, hands on the knees, push with your right hand, look with your left shoulder. Now reverse, push with your left hand, with your right shoulder. Push with your right, look with your left, and push with that left, look over the right. Okay, feet together, bend those knees, rotate them counterclockwise, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, clockwise, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, straighten them out. And just bend at the waist, just hanging, leaving those legs straight for now. Okay, now bend those knees, bring those shoulders back, head is up. Arms are forward, feet are flat. Okay, straighten out those knees, bend at the waist again. Bend the knees again. Bring those shoulders back, feet are flat. Nice strong spine. Straighten them out, bend the waist. And bend those knees. Shoulders are back, hands are up. Head is up, spine is straight, feet are flat, and down into seiza. Okay, katatetori. The stretches starting ikkyo, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, nikyo, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, sankyo, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and kokyunage, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Give me 1 second. Need to just change this to, there you go. That was the corner. Okay, so kokyunage stretch, make a kind of like a light fist with your left hand. Take that right palm, put it on the knife edge. And from here, you're going to bring it over. As you push it over, it gets to a point where it feels uncomfortable, then let it come. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Second other hand. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, stretch those fingers out. Okay, second other hand. Okay, left hand back, put that right forearm on that left thigh, and look behind your left shoulder. Okay, switch it over, other side, right hand back, left forearm, and right knee, or right thigh, and look behind your right shoulder. Okay, switch again. And switch. Okay. And right foot out. Bring that left foot in. Try to keep that left knee down. Right hand to the right foot. Bring the left hand to the right foot. Now bring the chest to the knee. And switch it over. Left foot out, right foot in, keeping that right knee down. Reach that left hand to that left foot. Now bring the right hand to the left foot. Now bring that chest down to that left knee. And up. Okay. Some more. Both hands to the right side. Up. Both hands to the left side. Up. And now both hands to the middle. And come up. And standing up. All right. So, go ahead and do kai sabaki first, then we'll do ukemi, then we'll get into technique. So I always like to start with kai ten or pivoting, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, 10 time. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now right behind me, same thing. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Stepping and turning. Ni, 10 time. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Front foot tension. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Right here, behind me, same thing. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, left hand down behind me. Rear foot tension. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, last one, right over behind me. Same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, so let's go ahead and do ukemi. Again, for the most part, you've got 3 ways to do ukemi. You can do it if you're just learning or have limited space on the ground. You can then do it if you got a little more space, a little more comfortable on one knee. And then finally, you can do it when you're standing and then modifying it as necessary. So, I've got some people here with me. We've got the whole dojo available. So, they actually can go ahead and use most of the space. I'm going to try to keep everything in my space right here, just for convenience. So let's do forward roll or ukemi 6 times, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now, backward roll, Ushido ukemi, same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Next one is forward roll with a turn or with a 10 kind. So as I'm here, right underneath behind me, I'm going to roll that way. Do a 10 kind. I should be facing right underneath behind me this way. So I'm here, hands are down. I look back more on its own, and I end up right underneath behind me. Because of the space we're in, I switch spots. Or sorry, switch hami. Now left hand down hami, and I do that forward roll again. So.
Roll and then 10 count?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so this one is, it really emphasizes, it should emphasize 1, getting up using your hands together, and then 2, trying to stay I won't call it connected, but cognizant of nage. Because
Yeah, it's just, I was just saying, tenkan is close to kaiten. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
okay, so each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, next, ushiro, yoko kaiten. So, backward side fall. So, a couple things on this one. If you're doing it standing, try to keep looking back from where you're thrown. So as I'm here, as I go back, I'm trying to keep an eye on where I'm getting thrown from. Okay? So, ushiro, yoko kaiten, and ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Now, forward version, my yoko kaiten. So, try to roll on those extremities. So, on the outside of the arms, outside of the legs, try not too much to touch the back. You want to be on the outsides. Okay? So, and try to make it as quiet as possible. So don't try to be out basically. And each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, last is Yashiro Mayoko Kaiten. So, this one, for me, the 3 stages are, I always like to start parallel, keep parallel. I'm here, I get from my left side to my right side. As that goes on, my hips go forward, shoulders come back, chin stays tucked, and then I'm turning, getting thrown, so then I pivot on my right foot, and then from here just bend and touch like you would be doing a forward roll. So you get used to that rotation. Next, if that ukemi is feeling good to you, you actually do the roll. You're here, hips go forward, shoulders come back, head stays forward, you're getting thrown again. Here, 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 you pivot, and then as you pivot, nice, easy forward roll, okay? Finally, once that feels comfortable, here, hips go forward, shoulders go back, chin stays tucked. Now, I try to keep looking back at my partner as I look back. Notice my hand is coming back. I'm getting thrown this way. I'm trying to stay connected to my partner. Then, as it goes, it goes, it goes, I try to keep my body looking forward as long as I can as I'm rotating. Okay? So, Ushiro Mayoko Kaiten. And each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. So as promised, let's look at some of the big throws. Some people just call them kokyunages. For me, a lot of them are called otoshi waza, or big throws. So let me get my our newest partner, our newest member of the dojo. So, have we come up with a name of them yet? So, the first one we look at, huh? Okay. So, the first one we look at is seoi otoshi, okay? Over the shoulder throwing, or big fall. So I'm going to start front foot tension, bring it up, start ikkyo. From here, I step forward, come through. I kaiten, and then as I kaiten, I just bring it down. Hopefully I don't slam my partner like that. Tim, have I ever slammed you like that?
I don't remember. Have you never slammed him like that?
Yeah, I don't know. That was a little more violent than I was expecting.
I think that throw was so inspiring. I think his name should be Kenny.
Okay, so I start that front foot tension. I start that ikkyo sabaki. Okay, that ikkyo position. Now from here, I step in. As I step in, I'm in front of my partner. Oh, stay here, stay here. Then I pivot. As I pivot from here, you notice he kind of just comes over my shoulder. Then I just bring him over the shoulder. And I ideally hope we don't face or neck plant my partner. You gotta admit, it's funny looking though. So one more time. As we're here, we do that front foot tension. Something to get us to that ikkyo position. So this is one that as long as you get to that ikkyo position, you've got it available. Where the hand is up. Then, from here, you step through. As you step through, that elbow comes in. From there, then it turns, kaiten, and then bringing it on over. Okay? So, let's go ahead and try this together. So, as we're here, grabbing the katatetori, front foot tenshin, bring the hand up, ikkyo sabaki. Now from here, that left hand stays on the elbow, you step forward, elbow leads. You kaiten, and then from here, straight down to cut. As you come straight down, try to keep shoulders over your hips and come straight down. Okay? So, here, the katatetori, front foot tension, cut, up. Now from here, keep that right hand on the elbow, step forward, elbow to the face, kaiten, pivot, and then down, cutting and throwing. Okay? Left or hidari hami. We're here. Front foot tension. You cut up. From this point, that left hand stays on the elbow. You step forward, elbow them in the face. You kaiten, pivot, and then down to cut. Seoi otoshi. Right or migi hami. Here. Front foot tension. Bring the hands up. Step that right foot through, elbow to the face, kaiten, down to cut. Okay, last two. From here, left or hidari hami, front foot tension. Cut the hands up. Keep that hand, left hand on the elbow, step forward, leading through with your elbow. Now kaiten and down to throw. Okay, right on migi hami. Here, front foot tension. Cutting up. Step the right foot through, elbow, kaiten, and down to cut. Okay. So, what does ukemi look like if you have tendons and so forth, so you don't just do a face plant? So as you're here, they do that front foot tension, boom. Then they bring it up. Now from here, my partner's gonna try to hit me in the face, so I'm gonna bring back. As I come back, I'm gonna wanna come forward to regain my balance. That's just me, okay? As I come forward, that hand is going to go forward at the same time because they're cutting it down. As it comes down, I'm going to be doing a forward roll, okay? So this one works a little bit on timing as well for both partners. If my partner literally just blasts me all the way back, well, then I just step back and we have to do something else. If my partner comes through and I reset, and my partner just cuts straight down with no lead, I'm just right here, my partner's right there in front of me, I go, hi, hello. So that hand has to be led out, okay? So, my partner is left or kedari hami, I'm right or migi hami. So, they do that front foot tension, then they cut it up, okay? My partner steps through, I back my chin up, I come forward. As I come forward, my hand is going forward. It's off balancing me. Once it off balances me, and then a nice little forward roll. Okay? Partner's right or migi hami. I'm left or hidari. I'm here. They do front foot tension. They raise up. Ikkyo sabaki. Now my partner steps through, I kind of wrap back, I go forward, my hand goes forward. As it goes forward, they cut down, and do a nice little forward roll. Okay, so my partner's here left, or kedari hami, I'm right or migi hami, holding on to katatetori. So they do front foot tension, they cut up. As they cut up, that hand stays there. Elbow comes to my chin, I back it up, I come forward, my hand is going forward, it's going forward, cutting down, and seoi otoshi. Okay? So, last one. Partner is right or migi hami, I'm left or hidari. So here, grabbing katatetori, they come in, front foot tension. They raise up, ikkyo sabaki. They step in, I back up. Hand goes forward, he goes forward. They cut down, and nice little forward roll. Okay? So, that's the first one. Second one is a technique I like to do a lot. It's going to be a little interesting trying to do it with our newest member. It's maki otoshi, wrapping drop. Okay, so maki means wrapping. So as I'm wrapping my partner around me. Okay, so there's a particular way I like to do maki koshi. It ends up being 90 degrees. So as I'm here, whoa, I step in to my partner, or some form of fashion. I want to get to this part. Then I turn 90 degrees. It's a 10 count. Some people call it like a half 10 count because I'm keeping the same hami, but now 90 degrees. Now from here, I'm just going to go and then kaiten. Okay, so if you notice, I'm finishing 90 degrees from where I started. Okay, and my partner wraps around me. Okay, so once again. There's a bunch of different ways to get to this position for maki koshi. I kind of like this one as a starting point, just because it's not dynamic. Maki koshi is way more fun dynamic, but you got to make sure you nail all the footwork pieces. So from here, I step in. I got to get close to my partner. I do that 10 count. As I do that 10 count, if you notice, I'm trying to bring my partner with me. As I bring my partner with me, okay, usually I don't have to grab my partner back, but this time I have to grab my partner back. I then kaiten to bring it around, okay? So one more time. And again, when I do maki koshi, I like to be straight up and down, where my shoulders are over my hips. That's just the way I like to do it. Some people will do it with a little bit more gusto, where they turn the body more into the ground. Personal preference. Okay? So, as I'm here, I step in, do this little tenkan right here, trying to wrap my partner around me. Then as I wrap my partner around me, I then in. So I face 90 degrees, and I'm right here. You notice I'm trying not to tip. You'll see some people where they'll actually bury themselves into it. That's one way to do it. This particularly is uchi maki otoshi, inside. If you notice, I'm on the inside of the arm. When I do it, there is another one where you go to the outside, but that one, the ukemi, with a live person can get a little more interesting because it ends in a certain way that if one of us isn't paying attention, can have not so happy consequences. I'm perfectly fine with it. So, we're going to do maki koshi from katatetori. Okay, specifically, uchi maki koshi. So, we start here left into that hami, partner's grabbing, katatetori. So, I step in with my right foot. I do this 10 times where I'm 90 degrees to him, or perpendicular. And then kaiten. Okay? Again, I should be 90 degrees from where I started. Right? Now, right for hiki hami, here, they're grabbing. So, I step in, I do the 10 count, I'm bringing my partner around, and then kaiten. Okay? So, knees should be pointing that way, shoulders over hips. And coming up. Okay, facing the camera, left or that hami. I step in, I do 10 count, or I get 90 degrees, perpendicular, and then kaiten. Man, good. Right for hiki hami, here. I step in, 10 count where I go perpendicular, and then kaiten. Bam. Okay. Two more. Left or hidari hami, here. I step in, 10 count, kaiten. Okay. Last one, right or hiki hami. Grab on. I step with my left foot. 10 count, perpendicular. Now from here, kaiten. Bam. Okay? So the ukemi for this one, it's my partner's going to step in here to me. As they step in here, they're going to bring my arm around. Okay? As they bring my arm around, then as they kaiten, I come on through. So I should be doing a forward roll, but at a bit of an angle. So I'm not going straight over. Remember, maki, I'm being wrapped around my partner. Okay? So, if my partner's left hidari hami, I'm right or hiki hami. So from here, my partner steps in. As they step in, they do that 10 count, brings it over there. Now, as they do that kaiten, it brings me over and around. Okay? Partner's right or hiki hami. I'm left or hidari. So here, my partner steps in. As they step in, they do that 10 count. As they do the 10 count, my hand comes around. As it comes around, then they kaiten and yeah. Okay. So So partner is left at that knee. I'm right at hiki knee. Right here, my partner steps in. As they step in, they do that 10 count, so the hand comes across. As it comes across, they do that kaiten and through. Okay, last one. Partner is right in hiki knee, left hidari. Partner steps in, they do that 10 count. Should bring the hand around because it's wrapping around them all. Now they do that kaiten and kaiten. Okay, so I actually already kind of give a preview for the next technique. So it's not a big fall, it's actually a koshi. It's maki goshi, wrapping koshi. It involves a lot of the same movements, except this time, instead of coming down to throw, you're going to get your hip in and throw them. Okay, so I'm going to grab my partner. Oh, his hands backwards. Just creepy. So, as my partner is here, I step in the same way. I get here. Now, as I get here, you notice now this time I'm bringing my feet a little closer together. I'm going to drop my hips. As I drop my hips, I'm going to bring it up and over. Okay, so the otoshi, my feet are a little bit wider, so I have a good solid base to drop them. For koshi, I'm going to be in tight so that I can turn. Okay, so as we're here, I step in, getting close. I like to grab the shoulder. Notice my feet come in. As they come in, I'm turning. I lower my hips, and I get around to throw. I thought I heard something fall or something coming apart.
Well, guys already knocked off, lids get knocked off.
Okay, so as I'm here, I step in. As I step in, I get shoulder perpendicular, and I have to get into their chest. I like to grab back on the shoulder. My foot comes in. I lower my hips. As I lower my hips, I'm turning. As I turn, I bring it up, and then throw. Okay? So,
Once more.
okay. Which perspective? Which
Doesn't
best?
matter.
Okay. I'm not getting the stuffing out of it, too. So, as I'm here, I step in. Okay, so it's the same beginning. Here, I get close. Now, I bring the feet hip width apart as I'm lowering them. As I lower them, I bring my hip to the outside of his hip. So this one is a big hip because I get both hips involved. And I'm bringing them up and over. Okay? So, one more time. As I'm here, I step in, I grab. This is a me thing. I always like to grab the shoulder back. Other foot comes in, I drop my hips. As I drop my hips, I wrap my partner all the way around me. And there is a really nice nail waza stuff you can do afterwards for groundwork. But then we're getting into more judo or jiu-jitsu stuff, so not till after COVID. Then we can have fun with that. Okay? So, maki goshi. So as I'm here, I grab the katatetori. I step in, I'm going to thump them with my shoulder. I bring my foot in, hip width apart. I bring my right hand onto their underneath the armpit, onto their shoulder. I lower my hips. As I lower my hips, I'm going to bring them out. As I bring them out, I wrap them around and then throw. Yep. This looks beautiful. If you get someone doing a yokomen and you nail them with this one, it's got a lot of extra velocity. So as I'm here, right or miki hanmi, I step in. As I step in, my left shoulder should bump their chest. My feet come in hip width apart. Left hand comes up underneath the armpit, grab the shoulder. turn my hips through, bring it over, and throw. Okay, left hikidari here. So I step in, I get my right shoulder thumping my partner in the chest. My left foot gets hip width apart. My right hand comes up underneath the armpit. I drop in my hips. As I drop my hips, I'm bringing my hips around and through and throw. Yep. Okay, right underneath on me. Here, they grab on. I step in, sneak my right foot in, hip width apart. Bring my left arm underneath their armpit, dropping my hips, turning them. As I turn, I wrap around and throw. Okay, last two.
Inside foot that goes back, sensei on the foot.
Yes, because what I do is, I literally, as I load them up here onto this hip, as they come around, I literally move that hip out of the way. And that's just the way I like to do koshi. That's just, that's my default. It's a good question, because you can finish koshi one of three ways that I've seen. One is the way I do it, which I think is more in line with judo, where you just take the hip away. Secondarily, you can change it where your hami faces that way.
Right.
Again, you want to protect your knee. You don't want your knee sideways because that'll hurt it. And then the last one is you really just move your whole body out of the way. So, okay. Two more. I think we have two more, right? So left hikidari hami. So I step in. My left foot comes in hip width. Right hand comes in underneath the armpit. Now from here I turn it as I turn, and then dropping my partner. Okay, last one. Right hikidari hami here. I step in, right foot comes in, left hand comes underneath, dropping my hips. I then turn as I'm turning, wrapping it around and throwing. The good thing is, the ukemi for this one is very similar to what you just did, except you're a little bit higher. So my partner comes in here. Now this time, they're going to bring it up and over because they have to get underneath my own hip, underneath your hips. So as they get underneath your hips, you're going to come from here and then go all the way over. So it's just a little bit higher than we did for maki otoshi. So maki goshi, I'm wrapping around my partner's hips. So as I'm wrapping around my partner's hips, I have to come through a little bit higher. Okay? So, partner's left hikidari hami. I'm right underneath, starting with katatetori. So my partner comes in, they really tuck me in the chest. They bring this hand around, they lower their hips below my hips, and then they wrap and throw. Okay. Partner's right underneath hami, left hikidari. So here, partner comes in, really bumps me in the chest. Now as they come through, their hips get below my hips, hand is wrapping around, and throw. Partner's left hikidari hami, I'm right underneath. So from here, my partner comes in, pumps me in the chest. Now they come in, hips are below my hips, hands wrapping around them, and then hip goes away. Last one. Right underneath hami. So I'm left hikidari. So as I hold on, partner comes in, pumps me in the chest, their hips get below my hips, hand is wrapping around and throwing maki goshi. Okay. So next one we're going to do is kata hiki otoshi, pulling shoulder drop. Okay, so on this one, again, for me, it ends up being a 90-degree throw. Okay, so to do this right, I'm going to have my partner go that way. So as I'm here, I'm I'm gonna come in, slide next to my partner. Notice I'm not in front of my partner, I'm to the side of my partner. One hand reaches over, kata, shoulder, pulling, shoulder drop. The other hand I can keep here on their hand and use it like a jo. Now from here, I tenkan, kaiten to throw my partner through. Okay? So, as I'm here, I slide next to my partner, hand going over the shoulder. As it goes over the shoulder, I tenkan. As I tenkan, I'm pulling this down. And then I kaiten to throw my partner. It just doesn't look natural.
Well, what, might be missing a vertebrae, I don't know.
All right, so as my partner's here holding on to me, I slide next to my partner. Hand goes over the shoulder. I'm not going to throw too much to the iPad. So from here, I slide next to my partner. I tenkan. As I tenkan, I'm still pulling this in, and then I kaiten to throw my partner out. All right? So, as I say, for me, this one should end up, my partner should be going 90 degrees from where we started. All right. Not 45, no. This one is specifically a 90 degree because of the turning.
Right.
So, one more time, Mr. Gregory. Actually, this is perfect. So, where he belongs. So, as I'm here, he grabs onto katatetori, I slide next to my partner. This hand goes over the shoulder. This other hand normally would be holding their arm up here. Now I tenkan and then kaiten, project my partner out. Yeah, one right, just right where I need it. Okay, so as we're here, left or hidari hami, we slide into our partner, bringing our right hand over their shoulder. Now from here, we try to connect our shoulder, our hands to our hips. So we tenkan and then kaiten to throw. Okay, should be throwing your partner out that way. Okay. Right your miki hami. So from here, they grab on. We slide next to our partner, bringing our left hand over their shoulder. As we bring it over the shoulder, we tenkan, bringing it tight. And then kaiten to throw it on out. Okay? This is one that works very nicely dynamically, but we're doing it slow so you get all the footwork pieces. So here, left, we hidari hami. We slide next to our partner, hand over the shoulder, draping it. Now here, tenkan, and then kaiten to throw. Okay? Miki hami. Grab on. We slide next to them. Left hand over the shoulders. We do it over the shoulder. We tenkan, keeping it coming into us, and then we kaiten to throw. Okay? Ideally, you have your shoulders and your hips connected so that as you're pulling here from the shoulder, it's connected to your hips, so you're moving the whole thing. Ideally. Doesn't always happen. Left or hidari hami. So here, we slide into our partner, hand gets draped over, we tenkan, and then kaiten to throw. Okay, last one. Right your miki hami. Here, we hold on, we slide next to our partner, hand goes over the shoulder, we tenkan, and then kaiten to throw. Okay. So the ukemi for this one, it's another forward roll, and it can be a lot of fun when you have a good partner, a good nage who really knows how to generate some power because you can get some good airtime on it. So as you're here, they're going to bring a hand to there. Hand's going to come over this shoulder. As it comes over this shoulder, they're going to tenkan, and as they tenkan, then they kaiten, throwing you 90 degrees from that spot. Okay? So, my partner's here, left or higari on me. I'm right or miki on me. So here, my partner slides next to me, then hand comes over my shoulder. I step around, and then okay. Partner is right or miki on me. I'm left or higari. Okay? So, from here, partner slides next to me, hand drapes over my shoulder. As it drapes over my shoulder, I'm going to get a little bit this way, so I don't roll on my partner there. They're going to do that tenkan, they do that tenkan, and then they do the kaiten, and bam, they throw. So left is on me, right or knee on me. They grab on, they slide in next to me. Hand comes over the shoulder. They do the tenkan, and then kaiten to throw. Okay. Last one. Partner is right or miki on me, left or higari. So from here, partner slides next to me. Hand goes over the shoulder. As it goes over the shoulder, they tenkan, and then kaiten to throw. All right. Yeah. We're going to try it. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can do this with our newest partner. So there's a koshi that you can actually do from that position. It's called Serube goshi. Okay? So you're going to basically wind your partner up. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because his arms are too, a little too clumsy. So, as I'm here, I circle this around. As I circle this around, my hands would come down to their hands. And then I keep moving it around, putting my hip in to throw. Am I the one who knocks his dummy around like this? That articles include. So we start here, we bring it over. As we bring it over, this hand comes down. As it comes down, we literally just keep rotating in that space to do the koshi. Okay? So, all right. You see it again, Mr. Baker? You got it. Okay. Okay, so as we're here, the katatetori, we slide in, bam. Now we do that tenkan. As we do that tenkan, our hands come down to their hand. Now from here, we tenkan again, keeping extending the hands, and then we bring the foot out. Remember, it's you're really winding your partner up. So, as we're here, miki hami, they grab that pony. Slide next to him, hand goes on the shoulders. Hand goes on the shoulder, we do that tenkan. We do that tenkan. That left hand comes down to their hand. From there, we bring that left foot around again. We tenkan again. We just keep tenkaning again. Yeah. Tenkan again, we load it up on the hip. And then we really just take the hip away. You're doing 2 tenkans.
Yeah. In the same direction.
Hmm?
In the same direction.
In the same direction, yeah.
Yeah.
You're really, we used to call this one the stairway to hell, because you're really getting wound up and then you just drop. So here, left higari, coming in, over the shoulder, coming through. That right hand comes down to their hand. As it does, you tenkan again. You're wrapping your partner around, and then you take your left foot away to throw it. Yeah, just like that, Tim. Yeah, that's it.
So I'm not visualizing where all their arms are, but
Yeah,
I think I know what my feet.
yeah. At least your feet know where you need to go. So as you're here, right underneath behind me, you slide in, hand goes over the shoulder. As it goes over the shoulder, you do that 10 times. As you do that first 10 times, that your left hand should be coming down to their right hand. Now from here, once it's there, you do a second 10 count. So you're bringing your partner around, then you move that right foot out of the way to drop them. So left hand that on me, last two. Here, sliding in, hand over the top. So kata, hiki, sabaki. And now from here, that right hand goes down to their left hand. Now from here, you 10 count again, load them up on the hip, and then move that left hip out of the way. Okay, last one. Right or behind me. We're here, so we slide in, over the top. We 10 times, that left hand comes down to their right hand. Now we 10 count again, extending out. Now from here, we take that right foot away to throw. So, one last time, it's just gonna be, you don't have enough time to do anything else, but, so, hopefully this will help with the visualization. As I'm here, I slide in, right? I 10 count, this hand comes down, right? Now from here, I have to manipulate them a little bit more than I'd like. I 10 count again, as I 10 count again, see how you wraps around? Now from here, I really just take my left foot out of the way. So I said, you've got the foot pieces.
Yeah, it made sense for me when with like the hands, right?
Yeah.
Because once I knew the 10 count, it's just a matter that initial katatetori hand,
Yeah.
I have to go high with it and stay high with it and go low with the second hand.
Yeah.
And stay low with that. And then
it's
natural if you do the second.
Yeah, because it should be this way. See if I can do this with here, and then there and there. Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, let us finish for the evening.
Thank
No
you.
more stuff. Thank you all very much for those of you in person as well as those of you online. Next Zoom class will be Sunday, where we'll be focusing on bokken work, primarily the kokyunage or paired partner exercises with bokken. See you then. Have a good night.